behind me is an absolute monster of a car. 1,200 kilos and 330 horsepower. This is a stage 3 build. Let me show you guys what I've bought. So here we have it. This is the 6C Polo GTI, the Mark V shape. And this thing, it may not look a lot to the eyes, however, it is an absolute monster. This car has had so much done to it. It's got an upgraded intercooler, coil packs, injectors, spark plugs, you name it. But the main key feature is the Golf GTI turbo. Now, a few of you might know there's a few upgrades to these Polo GTIs. The IS38, which is the Golf R turbo, and the IS20. This car has the IS20, and honestly, it's the best thing I've ever bought. So if you watched my previous video, which will be in one of the corners, I sold my M235i for this car. And a lot of you may be thinking, why on earth would you sell a 3-litre straight 6 for a 4-pot? That's a 1.8. Well, that's down to my personal preference, and the main reason was because I've lost so many races in the M235i to these particular cars, and I was like, I need to see what the hype's about. So welcome back to the channel, guys. In today's video, I'm showing you exactly why I swapped the M235i and showing you just how good this Polo GTI is. So first things first, we're going to skip the interior because that's boring. You guys want to see the engine bay. And here we have it. Here is the 4-cylinder that produces 330 horsepower, and yes, I have a dyno printout for this car. However, look at the turbo on the back of this. This turbo is absolutely huge. It's got the Golf GTI turbo, which is the IS20, and the work doesn't stop there. This car's full setup on Bilstein B14 coilovers, as well as everything else that is required to get it to this particular horsepower. We have the racing line induction, we have a blow-off valve just down there, we have a Voodoo stage 3 intercooler, and they are on the front, but they're a lot easier to see on the rear. You guys can see we've got the Bilsteins in there as well. Now take it from me, I owned the M235i for almost 2 years, and I did so much to that car. And now I also have an M240i, and that's pushing 440 horsepower, and that thing is an animal. And I needed something to be able to rival the B58. And this car definitely does. This is definitely something different from the N55. And I know a lot of you guys are going to be disappointed seeing that I've gone to a 1.8 4-cylinder. However, I can't express how much of a smile this car puts on my face when driving it. It honestly feels like you're driving a go-kart. Now, the M235i was fun. That car was raw. It was fully straight piped, basically, if we're keeping things legal. However, it was an absolute monster. And I did so much with that car. I took it on track. I took it to Nürburgring. I did so much to it. However, now it's time to explore different options. And that is where this Polo comes in. This thing is so much fun. And we're going to get into detail now. I'm going to be showing you guys exactly how it sounds. So without any further ado, let's hear it. We'll keep this open for now so you guys can hear the blow-off valve a little bit better. The car is already toasty. Now this car has been professionally mapped. It's been on the rolling road, it's had road tests during the mapping, it's had everything done. So the pop and bangs, which I'm not the biggest fan of, they only happen in sport mode, so that's a kind of good thing. However, let's hear it. Now, modern cars, they come with soft limiters, which is just absolutely so stupid. However, we've got this lovely sport mode here, so let's give this a try. So I will admit, revving stationary doesn't do it justice. I kind of feel like I'm at one of those awful car meets where I'm just revving the car stationary and it doesn't sound very good. So I think, let's get some driving clips. Let's hear what this thing actually sounds like when it's on the road. All right, here we go. Engine's warm, we're all ready to go. That blow-off valve, literally, because it's right there in the engine bay, it's nuts. We have made it to what I like to call the VW Polo GTI testing grounds. This road is absolutely incredible. Is the Polo beating this? I'm not sure, because that was a pretty good launch. I mean, there's a bit of wheel spin, but this thing, front wheel drive, it's gonna struggle. The torque steer, when you're driving, it's like nothing else. You don't get that on BMs, but on a front wheel drive car, I'm literally like fighting it the entire time. This road is honestly phenomenal for testing cars on. It's really, really smooth tarmac. The car's warm, the car's ready. So yeah, let's have some fun on this road and see what this car can do. But it's really quiet, there's no cars and there's no wind. So let's see if we can hear any burbles. And listen to the air intake as well as the blow-off valve. So the somewhat annoying thing about this car is it does have a soft limiter, and it still has a soft limiter if you put it in first gear with the clutch down and everything. So if it's going to offer a soft limiter, let's at least hear it. It's a little bit annoying, and I think eventually that's something I'm going to have to definitely get coded out, because you want to be able to rev this thing up higher in stationary. I know obviously driving it is a different story, but it would be more fun if you can rev it higher when you're parked up. Alright, we are going to actually have to wrap up this video soon, because I've just realised I've been enjoying myself so much. I've got 10 miles on the range. We're literally about a mile away from a petrol station, so we'll be able to get some fuel now. But yeah, this thing is an animal. It just puts the power down so well. If you guys want to see a full build list, let me know in the comment section. Somebody crashed here. I don't even know how, but they did. The best part is you don't even have to like go full throttle. You can just feed it on nicely and just rev it out. So we're in fourth right now, and we can literally just drop to third, and I'll show you how well this thing pulls. But now someone's overtaking, so they've kind of just ruined that idea. Anyway, like I was explaining, dropping down to third. It just goes like so quickly. This thing is an unreal car. Hear the pop and bangs. Alright, this is going to be the last pull, because otherwise we're literally going to run out of fuel. Last pull before the petrol station. And there we have it. Now it's time to get some fuel. But there we have it. That is my 330 horsepower Polo GTI. Honestly, this thing, I love it. The wheels spin in wet weather. It's honestly a death trap, and you can get left off oversteer, which is not a good thing. So that's something I got to work on, considering coming from a rear-wheel drive car. I do know a lot of you guys are not going to be a fan of this. I feel like some of you are going to think it's a downgrade from the 235. However, it's got to be done. It's something different, and there was no point having two series shapes on the drive. I had the 235 for so long, it was time to change things. But do let me know in the comment section. Do you think this car is as fun as I make it out to be, or do you think it's a letdown? I personally think it's an upgrade from the M235i, but if I'd sold the M240i for this, it would have been a downgrade. And that's going to be basically it for today's video, guys. If you did enjoy it, you can give it a like. You can subscribe to the channel as well to see loads more content on this car, because there's going to be so much more content coming on this now. And if you guys want to see this lined up against the 240 to see which would win, let me know in the comment section. Apart from that, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next video.